Like MPs, the columnists are weighing the merits of a general election. Many think it is a huge gamble for Boris Johnson, and instead call for him to continue to push for his Brexit deal. Financial Times. The Prime Minister is trying to force a Christmas poll just as he was starting to make headway in Parliament. Why? Look for the ulterior motives, Robert Shrimsley suggests. An election push helps distract attention from his failure to meet his Brexit deadline, he says. It puts Labour in an uncomfortable position. The strategy is not without pitfalls. However, he prefers to risk everything on an election rather than slug it out in Parliament to get his deal. And a pre-Brexit election does hold considerable risk, writes Shrimsley. He will lose seats in Scotland and to the Liberal Democrats in the south. But clearly his campaign chiefs have run the numbers and concluded that it is the better bet. Election defeat would hugely jeopardize Brexit and see him reduced to one of the shortest-serving premiers ever, Shrimsley points out. Weighed against these risks, the ploy seems perverse. But this is not really about Brexit. This is about the Conservative Party's assessment of risks and opportunities in an election. The Scotsman. Aisha Hazarika reports an unnamed former Conservative minister tells her there is anxiety that the party will lose pretty much every seat in Scotland and London. But beyond that there are many unknowns. The Brexit Party is foremost among them. Nigel Farage will be a powerful voice. And Leave voters are likely to take their lead from him as to whether the Prime Minister has delivered Brexit properly, in name only, or anything at all. But that party might also take the votes of instinctive Labour supporters. While many Labour Leave voters may have fallen out of love with their party, putting their cross next to a Tory would make them feel like heretics. But voting for the Brexit Party may not. Both parties should be nervous about a general election, and no one knows how it will pan out, Hazarika concludes. But one thing is clear. The choice is Corbyn or Johnson. True red socialism versus true blue old-fashioned conservatism. At least no one can say they're all the same. The Times. I hope Johnson knows what he is doing, says Ian Martin, who also questions whether an election is a good idea in the light of Parliament's support for the Withdrawal Agreement Bill. Johnson is determined to focus on an election and hope that he can get Brexit done along the way. There is a logic to this, with campaigning likely to be based around the simple message "kick out the wreckers," Martin claims. But there are enormous risks in a strategy that could see voters delivering their verdict on a government that may not have got Brexit done by December. The best option is to key for more on this story. Visit the news article link.